told you. Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch, come on. That doesn't even need selling. Like, if I need to sell that to you, then you're watching the wrong sport. Like, if I need to really tell you why that fight needed to happen again, then you're watching the wrong sport. But again, like this being on that card, like you can remove this from that card. The card's already, oh my God, what a great card. Beterbiev Bivol on the card.
Maybe one day I'll become good.
The rematch between Arthur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol has fans buzzing with excitement. Their first encounter was a tactical masterpiece that left audiences divided, with many believing Bivol had done enough to secure the victory. Now, as the two light heavyweight champions prepare to meet again, Dmitry Bivol seems poised to claim what he believes is rightfully his. With lessons learned and a hunger to dominate, Bivol may finally overcome the relentless force of Beterbiev.
He's a good fighter, like he's world champion that time, you know. He's a good fighter, like it's a good challenge for me. He has these different skills.
Dmitry Bivol has been quietly focused on his preparation, determined to leave no room for debate this time. Eddie Hearn openly sided with Bivol, expressing his belief that Dmitry deserved the win in their first bout. Hearn stated, "This time Bivol will make it undeniable," highlighting the fighter's determination to settle the score.
Bivol Beterbiev potentially in the makings for February 22nd alongside Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I mean, there are and have been discussions with His Excellency for the rematch. Myself and Dmitry and Vadim Kornilov across negotiating. We'll let His Excellency make an official announcement if and when that gets signed and done. But there have been an approach regarding that fight for that date, but we'll see if it can get over the line. I mean, it's the only fight. You know, the first fight was not just a great fight, but I mean, if you don't want to call it controversial, you can call it extremely competitive. I mean, for me, Dmitry won that fight and we need to try and put it right, but Beterbiev's a great fighter and I think the rematch would be an epic event.
For me, looked surprised that he won the fight. What I'm saying is neither guy was convinced that the result couldn't have been the other way around. You know, Beterbiev took the win, but when I got the decision, for me, he looked a little bit surprised.
Paulie Malignaggi echoed these sentiments, noting that the first fight was a disciplined chess match, but admitting surprise at the decision favoring Beterbiev. This rematch gives Bivol the opportunity to channel his hunger for victory into a performance that leaves no questions unanswered.
Again, let me reiterate this though. Bivol, the fight was a chess match the first time around because Bivol didn't break. If Beterbiev can make Bivol break at any little bit, the way most of his opponents break, and Bivol starts losing positioning because he can't have the mental concentration, that fight opens up as well. That fight didn't open up the first time because neither guy was breaking position. It was a very, very disciplined fight at the highest level. Let me tell you how difficult that is to do at such a high level when you got guys setting various traps, one guy who hits super, super hard, and all the other liabilities and nuances happening, and neither fighter breaks position. That was a very, very high IQ fight that I don't even know if it worked.
Arthur Beterbiev, known for his unrelenting pressure and power, has approached this rematch with humility and confidence. Reflecting on their first fight, he admitted, "After the fight, you see some things that could have been better," showcasing his commitment to growth. However, Beterbiev acknowledged the challenges Bivol presents, describing him as tough to land a punch on because he's always moving. This respect for Bivol's skill only adds to the intrigue of this high-stakes rematch.
Like, you know, every time after fight you see some things like you want change, like, you know, do better. We see it, like, we see these things, but we'll try to do next time better. No, I'm not. I just prepare. I will not. I'm not expecting. I'm not thinking about what happened last time or what's gonna happen in the future. I just try to be ready, be better than I've been in the ring. You know, when it's moving, like always. Tough to get target, you know. When his target moving, like it's tough to get him, you know. Like what him, same thing. He's moving around always, and it's a little bit tough to get.
Despite his respect for Bivol, Beterbiev remains a dangerous force in the ring. As Roy Jones Jr. pointed out, Beterbiev's ability to break opponents with his power could turn the tide if the fight stretches into the later rounds. This dynamic sets the stage for another tactical war where every move will count.
What you think? I think it's gonna be another good fight, extraordinary fight. The first one was a very extraordinary fight. You know what? I thought Bivol might have edged out early, but Beterbiev did come back good late, and both of them fought a little bit different than what they used to fight. So I think what the real thing was, we was expecting to see Arthur try to knock him out, because Arthur 20-0 from knockout. So when he didn't try to knock him out, it showed us that he had boxing skills too, but that ain't what we know him for. You know what I mean? So this time I'm hoping he'll go out and do what he did and box smart, but I'm hoping he'll look for the KO. And I know Bivol probably understands he wants to win this time.
The anticipation surrounding this rematch is palpable. Chris Algieri captured the excitement, saying, "Who wouldn't want to see the best fighters in the world go against each other again?" For many fans, this fight isn't just about titles, it's about righting a perceived wrong. Aid Oladipo added to the enthusiasm, declaring, "This has to be the main event. The first fight was amazing, and people want to see this again."
The possibility of it being sparse, it's going to be sparse. This is what these cards are. But it's fine. The card is so good. The fights are so good. We've had other cards there that did not have crazy crowd support, but it's okay. They're good fights. I personally don't care. I like seeing good fights. I want to see the best guys in the world fight each other. If it has to be in an area like that where there's no drinking, there's no booze, there's no real big crowd support, it's fine. When I fought Manny Pacquiao, we fought in Macau. The crowd sat on their hands. It's just a different culture. And I don't think we should knock any of these cards or any of these matchups because they don't have that crazy background atmosphere. Listen, does it affect the fight? Sure. Does it affect the moment and what it feels like to be there? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, this is a sport, guys, and these guys should be able to fight in a closet and still perform because that's what we ask of them.
I mean, Daniel Dubois probably deserves to be the main event, doesn't he?
Nah. It's got to be Beterbiev, Bivol. I mean, those two. You're talking two of the best light heavyweights of all time. The first fight was so good. It's all the belts.
Bivol's technical mastery was evident in the first fight, but questions remain about his ability to withstand Beterbiev's relentless pressure in the later rounds. G-Man Boxing highlighted this concern, emphasizing the importance of both fighters being at their best for this rematch.
You don't have the luxury of time with Beterbiev. You just don't have it. You want these guys to meet when they're still at their best. And Beterbiev isn't even at his best, which makes what he did back in October all the more impressive. Because I think physically he's not. You can't be at 39, I don't think, or 40. You're just not going to be as good as you were at 32, 33. It's just not going to happen. So, they have to make hay while the sun shines with Beterbiev. To do this fight on February 22nd, what would be the main event? That would be the main event. You'd have to do heavyweight, wouldn't you? Oh, Jesus. What would you do as main event?
Both fighters have shown remarkable mental toughness in the lead-up to this bout. Beterbiev's humility shone through when he joked, "Maybe one day I will become a good boxer," while Bivol has let his training and focus do the talking. The mutual respect between the two champions sets this fight apart, adding an extra layer of intensity to their rivalry.
Maybe one day I'll become a good boxer.
This fight isn't just about the light heavyweight titles, it's about legacy. As Frank Warren aptly stated, the two best light heavyweight champions are going against each other. For Beterbiev, it's a chance to solidify his dominance and prove that his victory in the first fight was no fluke. For Bivol, it's an opportunity to claim his place as the rightful king of the division.
Well, it's a great fight. The best two light heavyweights in the world. Last time round, it was an excellent fight. They displayed all their skills. It's a rematch.
For all the latest updates, insights, and post-fight analysis, subscribe to the Punch Hub, your ultimate destination for boxing coverage. Share your predictions in the comments below and join us as we witness one of the most anticipated rematches in boxing history.